Alright guys, so in my previous video reviewing Cream Unicorn Cookie, I actually did tell you guys that he is going to be one of the meta healers for this season, or at least with the current meta of the arena. He is going to be one of the best healers to use because of all of the unique features that he has in his kit. So if you guys remember, he does have that damage resist buff that he is able to apply to any of the cookies that he is healing with his auto attack, including himself, as well as he is able to give crit resist buff or crit damage reduction buff to all of the cookies that are healed. And on top of all of that, adding that 1 second silence, preventing the enemy cookies from actually casting their spell, as well as preventing their cooldown from getting shorter for that duration. So right now, if you guys look at the title of the video, you guys were probably thinking a perfect team. It's more of a theory. Okay, so this team right here, you guys in front of you, is going to be consisted of Caramel Arrow, Financier, Espresso, Cream Unicorn, as well as Vampire. And the reason why I am using this team is because of this. Cream Unicorn is a very good healer, but because of the fact that there's a lot of Vampire being used in the arena right now, Cream Unicorn gets targeted easily, and that was a problem when you use someone like this or something like this. However, because of the fact that Caramel Arrow is inside of this team and is able to go to the back and make sure that Vampire hits Caramel Arrow instead of Cream Unicorn, it actually allows the survivability of Cream Unicorn to increase, and also preventing the extra 100% crit buff from taking place because Caramel Arrow is immune to any of the debuff. And on top of that, because we do have Caramel Arrow to deal with some of the tanks, it is going to be easier for us to actually verse teams that are going to have double tanks or even triple tanks. And before we get back into the video, I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to be LD Player. So like I shared before in one of my previous videos, I let you guys know that LD Player actually recently got an upgrade all the way up to LD Player 9. And I gotta say, with the new upgrade, the emulator became so much more stable and the overall gameplay experience has increased significantly. And I want to let you guys know, if you guys are planning to use an emulator for your Cookie Run gameplay on your computer, and you guys are looking for an emulator, then I highly recommend you guys try out LD Player 9. And you guys can find the link down in the description to download LD Player 9 yourself on your computer. And once again, the emulator is completely free. You do not need to put in any of your personal information to download the emulator. All you need to do is click on download LD Player 9 and sign in with your Google account in order to just download the games that are linked to your account. Anyways guys, without a doubt, one of the best emulators that I've used so far. So without a doubt, it is going to be my top recommendation if you guys are searching for an emulator. And once again, thank you LD Player for sponsoring this video, and let's get right back into our team composition. So here we go guys, quickly going over the topping. Topping for Financier is going to be 5 solid almond, in focusing on damage resist as well as the cooldown aspect. So we do want to have a higher cooldown in order to focus heal our Espresso that he does not die later on. And the next one is going to be Caramel Arrow, focusing on the attack as well as the damage resist, and most importantly the attack speed in order to get the enchanted robe buff. And then the next one is going to be Espresso. Espresso is going to be focusing on the damage resist as well as the attack aspect of things. Cooldown can help, but you don't really need to have it too high for Espresso. And the next one is going to be Vampire. I do have Vampire at 25.8% damage resist, a bit of a higher cooldown, but make sure to focus on the damage resist first, and then you know, add extra cooldown accordingly. And the last one is going to be a Cream Unicorn Cookie. So in the previous video, I did share it as the 5 solid almond, but because now that we have Caramel Arrow to tank the Vampire hit, you can actually use 5 of the Swift Chocolate, allowing Cream Unicorn to actually be able to heal a lot more and cast his spell more often. So we do have the damage resist focus, no extra cooldown substat, but we do have that attack speed at the second highest in order to get the enchanted robe buff, so that he is able to heal your cookies a little bit faster, allowing that damage resist buff to stack a little bit faster as well. So here we go guys, let me show you guys this team inside of the arena and really show that this team has a great synergy inside of the current meta right now. Alright guys, so here we go. We have the Financier as well as the Dark Account in the enemy team. It's most likely going to be either another tank here or Caramel Arrow and then the Espresso. So let's see how well we do against this team. All right, here we go. So we do have that Caramel Arrow as well as the Espresso. So right here, the person that got targeted for Vampire was actually Caramel Arrow because Caramel Arrow did jump to the back, allowing our Cream Unicorn to actually take less damage or actually survive the damage here. So once again, we're going to be able to use a Cream Unicorn skill, healing. That one was a little bit off, but because we did at least cast another spell before that 1 minute mark or even after that 1 minute mark, it allowed our team to be up ahead instead, allowing our Espresso and Vampire to both survive as well. So you can really see that the silence really helps, alright? The silence really helps. So here we go, 2.5 million from Caramel Arrow, 2.8 million from our Espresso, and the healing done by our Cream Unicorn here is 2.3 million. Alright, so definitely not a bad number here, and I'll have to say Cream Unicorn right now inside of the current meta, going to be one of the top picks, okay? Alright guys, so this one is actually going to be a insignia here, so we're going to use this team again and see how well we do against this one. So it's very unique because the Cream Unicorn on the other team is actually level 67. That means that even at a Master 1 rank within the Pure Vanilla server, Cream Unicorn even being like at a lower level than the max is being used and is having a place inside of the meta. So it really shows how useful he can be. And right there, we were actually able to use the skill first and prevented their skill from being proc because of the silence, giving us the upper hand once again. Alright, so really this comp, and once again Caramel Arrow really coming back and making the comp even more stable than before. And I gotta say, Cream Unicorn going to be a meta for sure, guys. And if I have to put him into the tier list, most likely going to be an S to an SS rank for the PvP aspect of things here. Alright, there we go. Once again, Caramel Arrow carrying the team with Espresso right behind. And again here, our Cream Unicorn healing a ton here. 2.5 million healing here by Cream Unicorn. Alright guys, so this one actually has a Wildberry and a Financier Eclair. And I have a feeling this one is going to be a Caramel Arrow because they do have the Enchanted Robe. So let's go against a double tank with the Caramel Arrow and see how well we do against this one. So they do have the Monocle, which is going to be a little bit of a problem, but I don't think it's going to be like too great. Alright, even if they're able to purify once, we're still able to survive. Financier, Cream Unicorn, just the healing is insane, especially because, you know, Vampire does a lot of damage, Eclair does a lot of damage, but if we are able to survive and Cream Unicorn is able to heal, then their healing is increased even more because it is based off the amount of HP missing, right? So a very great cookie right now to be used inside of the arena. Pretty much has everything, right? Sustain, has the buff, has silence, has you know, everything really for a cookie right now for the current meta as well. So Espresso doing 2.8 million, 2 million, and our healing this time around 4.6 million. So Cream Unicorn really shining here because of all the bursts and our cookies being able to survive and get healed up right away. Alright, another one, we have Financier, except this time around is against a Parfait. So let's see how well we do against this one. So once again, Caramel Arrow again coming in clutch, making the team even more stable than before. So, you know, if you guys were thinking, hey, is Caramel Arrow going to be disappearing a little bit? Nope, she's going to stay. She's still very strong. And because of Vampire, she really shines even more. Yes, she does take a bit of damage when Vampire does target her. But her being able to at least prevent the bleeding debuff really comes into clutch. And then also she's relatively tanky, and then preventing your backlane from dying from Vampire, you know, that's another bonus that we have. So very stable team here, guys, very strong. And really Caramel Arrow was that missing piece from the live stream last time. So 2.1 million, 2.4 million healing once again, out healing Parfait by a ton here. 4.2 million. Alright, so because now, like I said, because Caramel Arrow is able to tank for Cream Unicorn, he doesn't need to use solid almond. He can just go with full switch chocolate, having that cooldown, and then casting his spell as many times as possible before he falls. So here you go, guys, a team that you guys can currently use. I do believe that a lot of people are actually using this team inside a pure vanilla server. Of course, it is going to be more of an offensive team than a defensive team. I did set it as a defensive team to see how well it's going to work out, so I'll share that with you guys maybe during a live stream or something if I get the chance to. But very stable team here. Camera Arrow really allowed the team to be super stable after a lot of different tests that I ran. I have to say this team is probably a bit better and has a higher win rate percentage than something like this or even something like this. And of course, the summoner comp is going to be a bit different because it is more of a focused team. But really, overall team that I'm versing, this team is going to be a great team for you guys to use. And without a doubt, I believe that you guys should definitely be pulling for Cream Unicorn now after testing him out for 2 days and seeing how the arena is currently going on. But hope you guys found the video helpful. I'll be sharing more teams with you guys, be doing more live streams and things like that. So if you guys don't want to miss out on that, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And also, if you guys enjoyed the content and you guys found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.